In all, they're going to Brazil. You're missing the World Cup, I would have thought. They're the DKIT Ensemble, and it's a wonderful musicality here. And you come from a great stable of musicality, of mellifluous intonation, that is the DKIT. You don't believe me? You don't have to. Take it away.
Here we go. 3, 4.
Music be the food of love, play on, that given excess of it, the appetite may sicken, and so die. That was the bee's knees. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. You're heading off to Brazil. Well, let me tell you who the folk are, first of all. From DKIT, that's Dundalk, we have Dahi, we have Martha, we have Adele, and we have Faircraw. You're welcome, and you are the Dundalk Ensemble. Will we call you that?
That'll do fine. Yeah, that'll do fine, yes.
But you guys, you work so very, very well together. You're led by a smile, if I may say so. You're out. The smile is ahead of you. The personality is there before we even hear the music. So congratulations for that.
Thank you very much.
And you're also playing the music, not like painting by numbers. There's a passion in your music, and there's a warmth in it, and there's a depth in it. Well done. Why Brazil? Why are you going?
Well, I suppose this year the World Conference for Music Education is being held in Brazil, and
wow.
It happens every 2 years. It's like the World Cup of music education, I suppose. There's about 2,000 delegates and 80 performing groups, and we've been selected as the Irish team. So we're going over to represent
all of Ireland.
All of Ireland, yeah.
How did you four plus one, who's how did you five succeed in taking Ireland? You know what Leonard Cohen says? First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. Yes. You've taken Ireland. Now you're going to take the world.
Absolutely. I suppose it's an application process, and it's recognition. It's an interesting timing because music at DKIT is celebrating 10 years this year. So out of all the institutes and universities, I suppose it's a brilliant year for us to represent kind of the highest level of music education in Ireland. And we were selected about 6 months ago now, and over the last few months we've been working towards picking the group of students and working up a program and preparing for it.
What was the criteria? What did you do that was exemplary that got you chosen?
I suppose it links into one of the things we do in the college, which is we try to focus on a regional identity and make everything we teach relevant to the area. And when
Are you telling me that Queen Maeve would recognise your music were she lived again?
Well, I'm not sure about Queen Maeve.
There's an ethnicity to it in terms of Louth, is there?
In terms of Louth, our programme, and not just Louth, I suppose, into County Down, and of course Martha here is a great Down musician.
She's more than that. She's Glen.
Oh yeah.
We're very proud of ethnicity, aren't we?
Oh, aye, it's the most important bit.
So yeah, we've taken the music kind of from that Oriel region,
Yes.
and some songs like The Rose of Ardee or The Man from Newry, and the older poets like Padre Durneen and their
Durneen,
songs.
I made a documentary about the poets of South Ulster. Absolutely.
Excellent.
And you know what I found? I haven't a note of Irish in my skull. Don't know it. Don't know a thing about it. But when I got Jarlath Burns to read it for me on the banks of Camilla Lake, I just went, wow, this is out of this world. The language is so mellifluous, it's so beautiful, it's so warm, it's so full of body.
Yes.
It's absolutely wonderful. So what did the judges say about you?
Well, they welcomed us with open arms so far.
But what did they say in terms of, you have succeeded, go forth? Did they say, you're the best we've ever had, you've got it because of Oriel, you've got it because of this, that or the other?
Well, I think that...
Adele, you've been very quiet.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they liked the blend of instruments that we were proposing,
Yeah.
and we weren't just a string orchestra.
And is this, we're looking at it?
Well, our fifth member plays the fiddle.
Oh,
So it's a nice
yeah.
mix of instruments. So I think they were impressed by that. They also liked the fact that we were going to bring something different to the conference. I suppose it being a music education conference, the delegates there want to be educated about the music of Ireland.
Yeah.
So this was an opportunity for them to showcase the music of Ireland to the delegates there. I also think that they liked our lively music, because obviously we had to send a video away of us performing.
And I
So-
bet there wasn't a single slow air on your video. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't think there
Am
was
I right?
actually.
You see, I'm going to ask you to play a slow
But
air in a
also,
minute, I tell you.
we also we also proposed that we would do some dancing as well. And I think that
Yeah.
really gave us an edge. We can produce the music, but we can also produce the dancing. And there was other things we suggested that we could do, some maybe workshops, teach people how to ceilidh dance over there. Just some of the very simple steps.
And the people you'll meet over there, they're coming from where?
They're coming from all over the
All
world.
over the world.
They expect delegates from over 80 different countries to be
Yeah.
participating. I said about 2,000 people are going to be at this conference, and there's an accompanying festival that's going on at the same time.
My goodness.
Yeah, so it really is, Brazil isn't getting a chance to recuperate after the World Cup. We're now going to take over 1 week after the final of the World
I
Cup.
think it'll be good. It'll be good. Martha, you're a Newry woman among these people of Louth and further south. What's inspiring you to all of this? What are you hoping to gain from
Well, I'd
Brazil?
like to share the culture and music of Ireland in Brazil. It's nice to take it to different countries so far away.
This is you giving.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to get?
To get an idea of their music too, because it's very similar, we've heard as well, and just to collaborate, do collaborations with them.
And does collaboration mean that you will take what you find there and incorporate? Collaboration equals incorporation at
Definitely,
some stage.
definitely.
Yeah. And there will be a facility to do that when you come back.
We will.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
even to collaborate when we're over there, we've made some linkages with some Irish bands.
Irish bands where?
Based in Brazil. Well, they're actually
Hold on a minute. You've got me there. Irish bands in
maybe I
Brazil.
should clarify a little bit. They're Brazilian musicians, but they have an amazing passion for Irish music and Irish culture. So two bands, one called the Irish Fellas, and the other is called Bando Celta. And they're really excited about us travelling over to be based in Porto Alegre with them.
How long are you going to be there?
8 days.
Sure, it's great,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So we're going to do some performances with them over
Yeah.
there. So I think that's a very exciting collaborative process.
Have any
that
of
we're
you been
involved
to
in.
Brazil before?
No.
Our last week.
What do you find out? What do you find out about their food, for example?
Well, we're getting there on the food point. We're very lucky. Some of these musicians that we've been in contact with already, they're going to look after us, they say. So
look
we've
at
a
that.
barbecue set up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're into their
They're
beef,
beef
as well.
people, yeah,
I think so, yeah.
absolutely.
So
yeah.
we're looking forward to that. But it should be a few interesting things as well.
I want to say at this point that I have challenged them, but there's not a slow air in the head of any of them, unless they're going to prove me wrong now, as I invite them to play the group to play for us again. Would you do something new for
We'll
us?
play a few polkas and
Polkas are nice.
Yeah.
It brings the sailor out in them. Yeah.
Good and lively.
right, here we go, so.
Yeah.
Up, 2, 3, 4.
something there. You! That's a signal you were going to change. You do something else. Am I right?
You're right.
Did you see that? I used to think it was spontaneous, and it was just an outcry from the deep heart's core. But no, he said, to tell them we're going to change and go to something else.
It also keeps it lively, though.
It does, of course. It does, of course. Your journey in music, I'll ask each of you. Yourself, Dahi, where did it start for you? When did the journey begin?
I suppose, well, I'm a Kerryman. I'm a long way from home up here.
Well, sure, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I know. No, it's West Cork, I know. Iries and the Beara Peninsula. It's great.
Ali's in Iries.
It's lovely. There's a great artist down there, good friend of mine. He's very, very supportive of my work in Africa. John Kingerley.
Okay.
And he's a groove. Seek him out. He's good. So you were Kerry.
So I'm Kerry. So my mother used to be into dancing, and Dad was very encouraging as well. So they packed me off the piano first of all.
Wow.
But very quickly, I had a great Irish dancing teacher actually, Patricia Hannafin in Tralee, and she really enthused me towards the Irish music. And later I got into Sheem Satira, the National Folk Theatre.
Wow.
And performed with them for a while.
Oh, your mic is falling off there. Try and put her back on. You keep talking and I'll put it on.
Right.
No, you keep talking.
So we had, so I performed with them for many, many years, and I still got down, and I came under the influence of...
Thanks, Andrew. Go up, stick it back in again. Yeah, you're tightening there when you shouldn't be tight.
Yeah.
There, you got it. It's in. Yeah, okay, now just keep, hold on. Wow, now keep that loose there. Okay, watch your big foot there.
Yeah.
There you are.
So I came under the influence of Father Pat Ahern.
Your father, Pat Ahern.
Yeah, and he's a great man. He's 83 now, and he's still correcting me on things.
Really?
But,
well, sure, man, of it, now that I'm 70, I can tell you that's what you might expect from men of mature years. As they say in China, the thinker must be carried. He's wise, and he can tell you.
That's it. So I still go back to him for advice, but I went on to UCC to study, and I did my PhD there on the geography of Irish music, so looking at connections between music and place. And 3 years ago, I was lucky enough to get the job in DKIT teaching music there.
You teach there?
So I'm teaching there.
Wow.
So,
but you see, all of what you're talking about and all of what you're doing in DKIT is the kind of abacus, if you like, of music. You can work the abacus, but it's still an abacus. Once you've got the foundations, once you've reached the mountaintop, then only do you begin to climb.
That's it, yes.
And that's huge, because that's when you build soul into your music.
Absolutely.
Martha, you couldn't escape music.
No,
There's music coming out of the hedgerows and Glen.
Aye. No, with the, yourself with the Ursula and Claire Burns out in Glen. I started the tin whistle with Claire when I was about 4.
Yes.
And then a couple of years later, maybe 7 or 8, I played the fiddle along with the flute. But I majored in the flute. I liked the flute, so I kept on the flute, and and now I'm studying DKIT.
Wow.
And DKIT, I'm studying music there, so...
You see, I am genetically ill-disposed to playing the low whistle. Do you know why? There is no way that I can get these fingers across the low whistle.
It is harder than the
wow,
whistle,
if I could play the low whistle, I'd be a dangerous guy. You know, I'd say,
No.
my darling, you like to hear a tune on my low whistle. Not a way to go. But no, my fingers are too small to do it. I can't do it. Adele, what about you?
Again, I studied at a very young age. I was very fortunate to go to a primary school up in County Louth in Talonstown, where we had a marching band.
Yes.
So I got started getting
I
lessons
thought
there.
marching bands are nonsense bands. Get me right. You know, it's
No,
not.
I think it was a wonderful way for us to get started into playing.
Enthused you.
And playing as an ensemble. Opening up to that ideas.
Yes.
Then, like Dahi, I started taking piano lessons with a lady in Dundalk called Josephine Hagan. At the same time, then I started getting involved in cultus, and I was very fortunate to study with Rory Kennedy of the Sheem Shakely Band tradition up in Dundalk. So we would have spent a lot of time at Flas, playing in solo competitions, duets, trios, Cayley bands, having a great time playing at lots of sessions.
Goodness gracious.
And then I went off to university to study music in Maynooth, did my degree there, and again I finished my PhD there in musicology.
Yes.
And I started lecturing in DKIT in 2004.
You're a lecturer too?
I am, yes. I'm actually head of music there.
Wow!
Yes.
Hey, I tell you.
Yes. So I've had a great time up in DKIT, I suppose teaching music and also performing with the students.
Yeah.
We have this great traditional ensemble, and a number of staff perform in the ensemble along with the students.
Excellent.
And then I keep my music going outside of work as well, and I'm musical director and organist of 2 church choirs. So music is very much part of who I am.
We need to talk a lot of things because we've just formed a Dublin homeless choir down, and we're coming back in September, and we're doing good things there. We have 12 people, and about 6 would be volunteers, about 4 would be homeless folk, and we're building that. And we have a lady, Tracy Dunn, from the Cross-Border Youth Orchestra of Ireland.
Oh, Sharon Tracy Dunn.
Sharon Tracy Dunn, she's helping us out.
Very
so maybe
good.
DKIT will find
Perhaps,
a way of helping.
yes. Yeah, we'll keep in touch with that.
This.
Yeah.
This is important.
We will
and
indeed.
Fiacra, first of all, what a musical name. Fiacra, what does it mean?
I don't know, but I know it's, I was named after Dara McFaircra.
Who he? I'm an ignoramus.
He was the owner of the Brian Bull of Cooley.
How would I know that? Do you know my if you don't mind me saying so, there was no such thing as a brown bull of Cooley. She didn't come up from Connacht to get a brown bull.
Yeah.
The brown bull of Cooley, in my estimation, and I think it's demonstrable, was the mountain of Cooley.
Yeah.
If you look at the mountain, it's the shape of an old bull lying down, and it was in local parlance referred to as the brown bull, because Maeve knew if she got the mountain, she got the area. I think that makes. Would you go all the way down to Kerry to get another bull and drive it up? You know. Listen to me. We've got to go now. Will you play us one short piece before we go? And then we go. If you have one, don't worry. If you haven't, Andrea has something there for us.
Not Piper's not.
She's telling me not to play certain.
Shortly after this, we have Warren Point Port, hosts of this year's British Ports Conference, and Peter Conway will be with me. If you've got something. If you haven't,
Well, it's the 1,000 years of Brian Brew's death.
Brian Brew's March.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow! Yes, let's have it. I love
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4.